Kia ora koutou, Marki here. As you can probably tell, I'm in the rainforest again, and I spent most of my life going off the beaten track. But today on this walk, I think I've felt more in the middle of nowhere than at any other time. So I climbed up a main kind of mountain track and then turned to do a loop. So came down a smaller, much more higgledy-piggledy narrow track. That's the path there. Doesn't look like much of a path, but it is a path. Winds off there into the distance. So I'm much lower now, but I'm still descending. And I'll descend to the level of the visitor centre, and then it's still quite high up there. It's about a 3-mile winding drive steadily down from there, all through bush. On a road, obviously, you drive that bit. So yeah, it's nice actually. It's nice to get out. I haven't done this for a long time. I don't know why really. I don't know. Life's been strange over the last few months, one thing and another. So it's nice to be out on my own with my backpack, walking the paths. I find it quite difficult though. I mention this. I do mention this quite a lot, but with good reason. I think that I have dyspraxia, and therefore getting around on uneven paths and things like that is quite tricky. Going up I'm fine. I'm like a train going up. I'm just unstoppable. I think it's just 'cause I've spent so much time climbing hills. But when it comes to going down, I'm very slow. A lot of the paths, the bits have been washed away, so there's sudden, drops that you have to clamber down that are quite tricky. So I always have to allow extra time for getting down when I come up the mountain. So that's why I won't stop too long on this video. I was gonna share with you some more anecdotes from times past, and I've got one about Salisbury Hill, or Little Salisbury Hill, as made famous in the song by Peter Gabriel, and some weird experiences I've had up there, because that's a place near where I used to live. So I'll save that one for another video, and I've got a few other things up my sleeve as well. But yeah, just share a bit of rainforest with you. It's very restorative being around these trees. It's like an energy charge. It's really interesting. Very ancient place, and there's just miles and miles and miles of wilderness, of just bush, thick forest. So it's quite a remarkable place. So I've probably got at least an hour more of walking and climbing, because I know further down this path, because I haven't been in this particular spot before, but I've come up the path the other way. Excuse me. And there's at least one spot where there's like such a big drop that they actually put a ladder on there, and you have to climb down the ladder to get down the drop. I think there's at least one, maybe two of those. There's quite a few on the mountain, but on this route there's at least one or two. If you can hear that clicking noise, that's just my bottle of fizzy pop cracking, popping, snapping, snap, crackle, pop. So yeah, good air here. Probably the best air you're ever going to get anywhere. Freshest, cleanest, most oxygenated. What I like about the bush here, and anywhere really, lots of places, is that you get air plants. You get plants that live off plants. See if I can show you that. All the plants living off the bough of that plant there. And everything gets covered in thick, licheny, mossy stuff. I should know more about what it is really. But licheny, mossy stuff is the best I can do for you at this stage in my natural history learning. So I will be back with another video, maybe the one about Salisbury Hill. Can you see the dragon head in there, by the way? I can see a dragon head, I don't know if you can. What can you see? Because pareidolia means we can often see all kinds of things in these shapes. So let me know if you see anything. See anything that I don't see. There might be some sleeping possums up in those trees. So I am going to get back on the path and hopefully get back to where I need to go in not too long a time. I mean, I've got a fair bit of daylight left, so I don't need to panic really, but I always like to know I've got a good margin. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for all your support for this channel, and I will see you soon. Rangimarie.